And the FIFA controversy seemingly offering new twists by the hour the last couple days. Let's discuss more about the future of FIFA and how it impacts U.S. soccer. Grant Wall, who provided us that feature, a pair of U.S. internationals, Eric Winalda, Alexi Lawless, Monica Gonzalez, who used to represent Mexico on the international level. And Grant, let's start with you. What's next for this U.S.-led investigation?
Well, Rob, U.S. Attorney General Loretta Lynch said this investigation is only beginning. So look for the 14 people who were arrested last week to get a lot of pressure put on them to provide evidence on people higher up the food chain at FIFA that could lead all the way to somebody like even Sepp Blatter. Now, this could drag out for a while, too, this investigation. I talked to a former U.S. Assistant Attorney, Gary Linsenberg, who told me extraditions will be fought. Processes will take place over a very long period of time. This is a story that will continue to develop.
It's a marathon, not a sprint. I believe we've been hearing that phrase for a while right now. Monica, how does all this news impact the women's game?
Well, I think that since Sepp Blatter made that comment about women need to be wearing tighter uniforms, most women lost respect for him and don't really have too high of expectations from Sepp Blatter. But there are people in FIFA that are doing good things for the women, Moya Dodd, and I think what needs to happen within FIFA is that they just need to have a little bit of solidarity in what they're saying and what they're doing. I've seen for a fact that they do go to different countries. Any country can pick up the phone, call FIFA, and get some coaching courses brought to them for free. Not all countries do that, but I think that this World Cup in particular, you know, women have always taken the high road, and with the turf issue, I think the women, 40 different women that came together to sue FIFA that were then quieted, have taken the high road. They don't want to hear that much about this. They want to play soccer, and they
Waldo,
want the focus to be on that.
Hard to move forward when we're still trying to figure out who the good guys and who the bad guys are.
Look, I think we'd all agree that the storm hit pretty hard the other day, and 14 people were implicated. But I got news for you. There's going to be another storm, and that's going to hit. It's impossible to build your house when the storm is still overhead. So I would plead for patience for everybody to understand that this process does have to take its course. And yeah, the bad guys are still out there. We just got to make sure that they can't be a part of what happens in the future. Hopefully, in that patient process, we'll be able to focus on the women and an unbelievable World Cup, because it really is, in the end, about the game.
For me, it's two things. Number one, as the Who's so famously said, meet the new boss, same as the old boss. You don't need somebody coming in with a different face, but the same type of corruption. And so if you're going to have legitimate change, it has to be somebody completely different. And secondly, the tentacles of corruption. Where do they lead? I'm worried about the future, because we've seen what happened with FIFA. Now we've seen what happened with CONCACAF. It's getting closer and closer to our shores. Are we talking the United States Soccer Federation, Major League Soccer, Soccer United Marketing? All the people and entities that for decades now have controlled soccer in the United States. We've seen in past corruption cases where once those people start talking, more and more people and entities get implicated.
Hey, Rob, it was Roger Daltrey who said that, and the other problem that we have is Elvis hasn't left the building. Sepp Blatter is still in Switzerland pushing paper around. So
Grant, what's our timeline for some reform for a new presidential election?
Well, inside FIFA, the earliest a new election could take place is December. So Sepp Blatter actually wants to stay in charge on his terms, shape the reforms that are supposed to take place. But you're going to have the same people voting for that new president that elected Sepp Blatter just last Friday.